Okay, welcome everyone as we learn the Mishna Yomis for the new week. Actually it's for Shabbos Kodesh, Shabbos Parashas Kairach, and we learn, let's put this over here, we learn sponsored Le'ila Nishmas Harav Moshe ben Harav David L'Refuah Shleima for Eliyahu Moshe ben Chayesar for the schus of Avraham ben Yomish ben Yamin Benish ben Malki Yudis and family. We are sponsored by the Fisher family, L'Nishmas Basi Bas Rabbi Shlomo ben Avraham Alevi, Pel Bas Ruvain, by Yol Kugman and family for their Parnasuk Zunta Nachas L'Refuah Shleima for Avigdor Aryeh ben Rivka, and for Meir ben Chayesar, and also by Ed Salah in London for his mother's yahrzeit today, Farha Bas Aaron. Her neshama should have an aliyah. Now, we're going to see that if a husband divorces his wife, she has to know that it is a divorce. It is a get. So, Amala Kinsi Shtar Chayv Zeh, if he says, take this promissory note, or if he pushed he had a document on his back, and he pushed his back towards her, that fulfills the Vinosan, and she takes it. Korah, if she reads it, Varihu Gita, and to her consternation, she finds that it's a divorce, ain't a get, it's not a get, unless he says to her, hey Gita, here's your get. Now, even if he says it to her, here's your get, after she takes it, it would still be good. Also, Nasam b'yodav yashena, he puts it in her hand, but she's sleeping. Ne'ora Korah, she awakens and she reads it, Variu Gita, and she finds out it's a get. Ain't a get at sheyoymala, it's only a get when he tells her, hey Gita, here's your get. There again, however, if he tells it to her after he gave it to her, even though she was sleeping, she's divorced. If she was standing in the Rishus Harabim, Uzrakala, and he throws her the get, Karav law, if it's within her 4 amas, Megureshes, she's divorced, because a person's 4 amas acquire it for them. Karav law, if it's within his 4 amas, so it didn't go out from his Rishus, ain't a Megureshes. Mechza al mechza, if it's midway, so it's not clear, right? What the situation is? It lands halfway between them. That's where either of them could be shomerit, and therefore it's in a like twilight zone area. So Megureshes, vein Megureshes, it's a suffix, and as we said, if he then dies, we're not sure if she is chayv or yibam or not. So chaletzes ve'ena misyabemes. V'chein linyan kedushin, the same thing is true with a betrothal. If he throws her the kedushin and he says you should be mekudeshes, so it's within 4 amas, she's mekudeshes. If it's within his 4 amas, she's not. And if it's mechza al mechza, it's a suffix. The same thing is true with the payment of a debt. Amalei bal chayva, as the Mishnah explains, if the debtor says, Amalei bal chayva, if the creditor says to the debtor, Zroik li chayva, you owe me $100, throw it to me. Uzrakalai, and he throws it to the person. Karv la malva, if it falls within 4 amas of the malva, zacha, the leiva is considered to have paid it up, and therefore if it gets destroyed, he doesn't owe the money anymore. Karv la leiva, if it fell near the leiva, haleiva chayv, he still has to pay. Mechza al mechza, but if it falls in between the 2 of them, shneim yachloikim, they have to divide it. That means he is credited to have paid. If the debt was 100, he's credited to have to pay that he paid 50, and he has to pay the other 50. Hoisai medes al roish hagag. If she was on the top of the roof, uzrakala, and he threw it to her, Kaven shegia la'avragag, as soon as it reaches the ear space of the roof, and it falls within 3 tvachim of the roof, so that it's considered loved, harizuma gereshes, she's divorced. Hu melmala v'hi melmata, if he was on top of the roof and she was in the courtyard, uzrakula, and he throws it to her, kevin shiyotzim rishus agag, once the get leaves the area of the roof and it's inside the walls of her courtyard, of her chatzeira, even before it falls to the ground, nimchak or nisraf, if it gets erased by rain, or it gets burnt, harizuma gereshes, she's considered divorced, because as soon as it reached the airspace of her courtyard before it was erased or burnt, she is divorced. However, that's only if the fire wasn't there beforehand. If the fire was there beforehand when it was thrown, then we say kala oimed lisarif kesarif dami, and then she wouldn't be divorced. But if the fire came afterwards, even though it got burned, since when it came into the airspace of a rooftop, it was in her courtyard, which extends lamala, she is divorced. Oh, Rabbi say, what a great job over here by everybody. I want to thank everybody for staying with me and being so loyal. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a good